Hey, it's time for Dirt Daily. Behind me is my lift, and behind the lift there are two big rooms. There's actually three rooms. These rooms have been in my shop since I first moved in here, and they've kind of just become a dumping ground. There's been storage back in there, oils, paint, spare parts, and it's never been very organized, and it's always just been a mess. So today I'm tearing all of this stuff down so that I have more room to work on cars, trucks, Jeeps, and also so that the shop is more cleaned up. All of these rooms, all this plywood is going to get deleted, and the next time you see it, it's going to be a bigger, more spaceship, more room. There's going to be more room. Spaciousness. Spaceshipness. Getting there. So much destruction. So much more room for activities. Check it out. The big rooms are gone. I have space now to park my little red Jeep in here. I have space for lots of vehicles and projects. I can basically set up my fab table over here and work on stuff, and I don't have these rooms. These rooms were really just a dumping ground, like oils and paints and old parts and stuff that was just piling up and not very organized. And in fact, another thing about those rooms was the prior person that had this shop used those rooms to grow things in. Things that were not legal. They're probably legal now, but they weren't legal to grow back in the day. And so they were all insulated and they were really well built, but all the insulation and all the walls of the rooms were full of mice and mouse poop, and it was just kind of gross. So now I have a lot more space to work in here. Plus, The other thing is that I now have these going in. Yes, this is a Tesla Powerwall. And I do not own an electric car, but the crazy story, this in the state of California, if you live in the fire zone or if you're on a well, then you can qualify to get 2 of these battery packs. Because PG&E, the electric company around here, wants to be able to shut off the power if there's a big storm, and you can get these battery packs to run your well in case they need to shut off power to the grid. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand it, but I now have battery packs that I have put up on my wall. So if I want to get solar, this is great because it can charge off of the solar panels. Basically, the way it'll work now is these batteries will get charged up, and then my shop space can run off of these battery packs when the power is expensive. And then when the power is cheap, because the power prices change throughout the day, then they will recharge. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but somehow I ended up with battery packs, and I needed to tear down the room because the room was kind of blocking the wall. So I'm pretty stoked. I have a nice clean slate. Unfortunately, the rest of my shop is a total disaster, but I think that now I have a nice clean area. I can set it up the way I want to set it up. I can sort through all the junk that I used to have in those rooms and get rid of stuff or have it better organized and basically have more space to work. Plus, the other thing was like having a lift. I was never able to get around the lift on this left side. And that was always kind of nerve-wracking because you're ever working on a lift, even as safe as a lift can be, when you live in a state where there's earthquakes, you never know if the lift is going to start shaking and a car is going to fall off and you need to get out from under it as fast as possible. So now I have a lot more space around the lift and I can escape if need be. Plus I can like set up the camera and shoot different angles, and like I can shoot from this angle, which I've never been able to shoot from before because there was always a room here. So pretty stoked. I now have a lot more space in my shop. Now I just got to get it all organized and cleaned up, and I can play with more Jeeps. All right, that's it for this Dirt Daily. We'll see you guys next time. Well, that didn't last long. It took about a week, and all that room got filled up with Jeeps and tools and stuff. Luckily, all this stuff runs and drives, so I can get it out of here so I can get this all organized. So much spaceshipness.